we able for pop this. We dey make all the man and the feast and not in the practice. You can call it a match, but man and not able for match this. Man and the balance and PV and focus on TV for watch this. So number 7 job is to win the ball, assist. The only one count is only some kind of feel, a feast. Man them all ups, when we ready for the attack, a six at least. What they wait till back and middle in face of Valhalla, the beast. She them no say like game time, all man like company lame time. We go listen to what I go in a bench, so why you for sabi me name time. Man they refuse to miss anymore, so man they not the list anymore. I give them the most of the list anymore, they not the make and the list anymore. I did pick up, show them Pepe, step over, Abu, Tommy, Pele, they seeing it coming, and no need for tell them. And it is a gold, me man and they scatter they all side. Today we they show them we wrong side, you busy they grumble for offside. And it is a gold, I did pick up, show them Pepe, step over, Abu, Tommy, Pele, they seeing it coming, and no need for tell them. And it is a gold, the people are having a fun time, the mago they are all side, the baby supports are them all fine. And it is a gold.
Stunner, absolute stunner. Now with just 10 minutes to the final whistle, we are still yet to decide the winner of this spectacular match. Right now, we're about to bring in the lucky 7, Shadow Boxer.
Line up, we don't need some talent for crew, we just need God. Rampage say just cooks and small for the salon folks and all like hold up. Let me coast and coach this Trump niggas wanna feel like potis. Now they be older, but if you ain't noticed, football now the mic he be the dopest. When the Isla cross, I'm run down, lost some one against 5 man, time yeah, trust some look. Now the 18 inside the 18 can look shaving the box out waiting. Now give me that, send and give me back, let me rap. Any girl, any man, anyone, when they come with it on big film, cinema rap. And I bet you like game is the end of my rap. Good.
I did pick up, show them Pepe, step over, Abu, Tommy, Pele, they seeing it coming, and no need for tell them. And it is a gold, me man and they scatter they all side. Today we can show them we wrong side, you busy they grumble for offside. And it is a gold, I did pick up, show them Pepe, step over, Abu, Tommy, Pele, they seeing it coming, and no need for tell them. And it is a gold, the people are having a fun time, the mago they are all side.
Welcome again, sport lovers. This is another edition of Shoot Sport on Shoot FM 103.9. Me and Nene Fofana. Today we are looking into the NSA budget, where they give out to the Ministry of Finance and see how best that budget and compare it to the previous budget and how NSA able manage that budget. But before we get into that fine one, we will get some match and leagues rundown from Kelfara Kagbo.
Viewers and listeners to this Wednesday update on results, tables, and fixtures. First, we're gonna results of waiting the happen na the Central one on Monday as well as Tuesday. On Monday, we see Waterloo been play against Fireborn, and Fireborn be win by 3-2. And then Tuesday, yesterday, we suicide Dokoti be play against Tree Planting, and the match be end in draw 1-1. And today, Wednesday, Mountie City get for play against Adonkia, and the kickoff na 4:15. We will move inside the international world. Usai the Champions League football be kinda with screen yesterday. Usai Atlanta be play against Club Brugge, and Atlanta be win by 2-1. Real Madrid be play against Kairat, and Real Madrid be win by 5-0. And we see Kylian Mbappe be get 3 goals. Atletico Madrid against Frankfurt, and Atletico Madrid be win by 5-1. And Bodo Glimt versus Tottenham Hotspur, and the match be end in draw 2-2. Chelsea versus Benfica, and we see Usai Chelsea we get a struggling 1-0 winner own goal in the first half. And also an Inter Milan versus Slavia Prague, and Inter Milan be win by 3-0. Marseille versus Ajax, Marseille be win by 4-0. And Paphos versus Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich be win by 5-1. And we see Usai Hurricane be get 2 goals in that kickoff day. Next, inside the Spanish La Liga, when on Monday, where Valencia will play against Real Oviedo, and Real Oviedo will get a 2-1 win. And today, the Champions League football will continue. Outside matches get for play. And the fourth match we get for play now between Qarabag and Copenhagen, Union SG versus Newcastle, Arsenal versus Olympiacos, Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, that get for be an interesting match. Borussia Dortmund versus Atletico Bilbao, Bayern Leverkusen versus PSV, Monaco versus Man City, Napoli versus Sporting Lisbon, and Villarreal versus Juventus. And for the table outside the Champions League, Bayern Munich with the first get 6 points, and the lead Real Madrid with the second back we get 6 points, goals difference, and as well as Inter Milan we get 6 points, with a goal difference between Bayern and Real Madrid. Tottenham with the fourth get 4 points, Paris Saint-Germain with the fifth get 3 points, Atletico Madrid with the sixth get 3 points, Marseille with the seventh get 3 points, and the bottom three, Monaco, Ajax, and Kairat, no get no point inside the UEFA Champions League. So far, Nadande will get for now. Over to you, Nene Fofana.
Plenty thank you to Kelfala. In case you just joined with this, na Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, and you get to live on with Facebook and YouTube page. Mina Nene Fofana. You can also comment and send text message to the short code 239 for be part of this program. You can comment on with Facebook and YouTube live as well and add your voice to this discussion. Today we discuss about the NSA budget, so they compare it to the previous one and this one here, so and try for explain and make una understand waiting the NSA then talk about this budget and get other people their own point of view. And for help me discuss about that fine one, I get with me Dalton Sola, when I'm a sports analyst and a very familiar with figures as well. Dalton, welcome to this program.
Good afternoon, Nene, and good afternoon to viewers and listeners out there.
Okay, like I said, just should not forget, say you self can add your voice and your opinion to this discussion. Dalton, the NSA give to the Ministry of Finance for, approve a budget of 350 million for the 2026 year. Last year, they do a total of 126 million at them budget, and with all that, we hear a lot of cries, especially from the Sierra Leone Basketball Association, where they say NSA will support them. According to the NSA boss, he talks say the money not be enough, they not be getting enough budgets for help support that sport day. And besides that, other sporting disciplines them as well. We know they, 2 year a lot from them. Like waiting NSA they do it all them money so, and how them go able to manage that. And this increase of the budget compared to last year, this trip then say they want 350 million new loans when are 350 million old loans. First, I'll make you tell me what you think about this budget.
Well, firstly, let me just give a little bit background why NSA is there. Yeah, NSA is an agency by, I remember me now one of the few journalists them who waited in 2018, I think up to 6 to 7 o'clock before the bill was passed in the parliament. Okay. We waited, then debate the bill, which was a cracky bill. I can take that, borrow that word from the then minister, minority leader by then. She's a lady. I can't remember her name properly, but he say if not for him, if not because of the time, this bill not forbidden pass in parliament. Fast forward to that, say the bill was centered on a single responsibility, we make today by that bill they make the Ministry of Sport become dormant. You understand? Because all within the Ministry of Sport for do, then transfer. And the bills get so much power that it make the Ministry of Sport just cripple. We're then supposed to be an oversight for the oversight. The NSA was created for see how best they're able for develop sporting discipline in terms of funding, infrastructures, and make sure see sports in general, holistically sports, be structured well. Because before we get a very difficult challenge, our sport for be run perfectly. So now that's make them can say, okay, let's create the NSA, National Sports Authority. For see how best they own primary focus for manage and then they report to Ministry of Sport. That was why it was created that was under Ahmed Kanu, the former Minister of Sport during APC term. Now they created. And for it's surprising from EQ, you see NSC, I believe for say NSC they get the biggest money ever in the history of sport. You understand? But when you watch their work with them, they do it very limited. Now, last year, the government give them 126 million, when are 126 billion volumes. But if you assess what they do last year, it not commensurate to waiting them for be accountable to. Because the only activities where we know, see NSA take up or they take up before even now only football. That is their focus. And football is just one of the 40 plus associations that we registered to NSA. In fact, for let you become or for let you support for the get funding, you for register to NSA. Where sporting discipline then they do every year for renew their license. Where football not ever register to NSA. Footballers never green for subjected themselves to NSA. Now, you give an institution 126 million leons. We get discipline the way they travel out of this country so without funding.
With regards to that as well, like I mentioned earlier, because I personally get an interview with the head coach of the Sierra Leone Basketball Association. I even be asked the executive director as well, Abdullahi Safa, in your own part of the story. Then say the basketball not being gets no funding from the NSA.
That's correct.
The story I get from the executive director in Safa Abdullahi, they tell me say it's more like the Sierra Leone Basketball Association, they want blackmail the NSA, or he said they even offer them for buy tickets for go, because then say 90% of the funding, okay, 50%, which is half, because tell me say half of the funding, the money we NSA get, they don't spend on Palion Stars because of the travel. So like I want to know, is it that even though we all know say football now the major sport now salon, people then focus on that, but is it that the NSA in major focus now on football?
Let's tell you the reason why football now the major focus. It's very simple. Because the per diem are there, the traveling is there. It's simple.
But other sports themselves can go.
Other sports then go, but they cannot make the money that they make in football.
But
how much you the budget for Leon Star for go is going to cost you $1.something million. $1 million forget a match now. If you want to forget a match now, Liberia and other countries.
But most about that, wait me understand is that FIFA can also give in some of this money and even CAF.
No, well, that is different, for let Leon Star go play out is the responsibility of government.
Okay.
Unlike the female team go so then get a success, that's CAF responsibility and FIFA. You understand? Junior team, NSA can call, government can come for help partly, but that is purely on SLFA. You understand? But when it comes in terms of national team, Leon Star is purely on government. So Safa in responsibility for that, for me, that statement is an unfortunate statement. You understand? You should be prepared because as an responsible institution, every single year, All sporting discipline for a calendar of activities. You publish them. Let me tell you why with sporting sectors is not growing. Because the people that they car around the sporting sectors, they don't like the game. Then they come for their own personal interest.
Wow.
Yeah, because again, if you ask, for example, the transitional report SIAM, so I can take from the transitional report, see the blatant or the amount of people that they travel with delegation for travel, exorbitant. Not to me, sir. Now the report, because some of we don't complete that. This is not the only country on taxpayer money NSA is moving without a delegation list. So you continue for ask yourself. When you keep saying this, then if you say you defect people, it's not about fighting. It's about the waiting the money there for let it be used. Now you request for 126 million, then give. You never for show account, ask the NSA, call the NSA director now. Let you don't show us, don't show. Let it show you the amount of sporting discipline that we then sponsor solely by NSA.
Well,
they cannot, but then always take praise for going on social media, congratulate, and we are tired of these stories. Other countries are moving. So without football, let me tell you, you see, I keep blaming central government. The reason why they blame them because they for know how other countries they develop. Yeah. Now let's take for example, if you go to India, which now them focus is cricket. Yeah, cricket. They not get time but football. Mm-hmm. You go to Kenya, let me take for Kenya as an example. Yali Yerida on football is long distance races. You understand? Mm-hmm. That their perfection. Salon, you don't ever see though in the quiet moment, what we good at?
Well, most of them can say football because every corner of the country now they see picking and they play and every.
But cricket has come with the most learning in this country than football. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But are we supporting cricket? Swimming, don't count the most learning. Swimming has been participating in every competition they have been invited to for years back. Mm-hmm. So again, National Sport Authority was created for no usa with Trenkli. Let focus, we take it to school and move forward. So if swimming is going to be, or basketball or tennis ball is going to be, let's get one sport where they know we for go for Count Lauren. There must be a sport. When you go to Jamaica, you understand, aside their music, 100 meter, 200 meter, they are the world champion. You go to America, basketball. You come to England, football. We need forget a culture where they know we for. That was why NSA created for. NSA was not created to keep making people directors, paying them over 40 million at the expense of the athlete there. Now, how many athletes they will get? NSA, if you ask them for data, they cannot give you. What is their role?
It's really crazy. I'm looking at major sports there. You made mention of some countries them in sport that we don't know about. With other sport them in terms of popularizing the sport because it's like, I don't know directly, but may I ask you this before? Do you think NSA, they fail in not focusing in other sports as well? NSA,
they fail in every aspect. Since it was created, it started failing.
Okay, since you say NSA, they fail, you compare other sports in discipline a different country there with we own. I ask you this. You think say NSA try for divert their attention, come out per football and try for focus on we major the strength of other sports then?
No. They cannot left football. We don't need for let them left football.
Okay.
Football run with a different entity. You understand? Mm-hmm. They cannot left football. Now, they are giving you don't request for 350 billion, 350 million euros. That is over 50. It's $15.4 million. Over $15 million. Again, for a year, this government have spent the highest money in the history of football. So again, you get 49 discipline. Come back now the drawing board. Do we need 49 discipline? Are these 49 discipline effective? Are they bringing their calendars of activities? What should they do as an NSA? Then all association bring their calendar of activity. It's published now on our website. Yeah. Football, then get 5 competition. Local and international, get 5 international, get 5 local. Put it on the website. The website of the NSA for the run like where the work and a street go. Because you have 49 disciplines, you have activities, but check when last them post on the website. You understand? So as a journalist or as a citizen of a country, be it Sierra Leone or foreign citizen, I just need for type NSA, National Sport Authority. Everything of the activity, everything they under, for be published. You don't need for go. Why should I be going to NSA every day? The head of the newly director of media was on radio. I won't say attack me, but he was making his point. Say I'm not ever going to the NSA for go interview. Do I have to go to the NSA to interview? What I want for watch but FIFA calendar? I go call Oda say for Infantino for interview? No, you don't have to, unless on extreme circumstances. But if I go on the website, I know for say this money is meant for this is meant for this. I can able forget an extract for do me story. Peradventure, I think say I want for go in depth, then I can call or go to the office. But I'm not that as idle, or journalists are not that as idle for just to work now in the office every day and now and then. There are other activities. But NSC, I'm telling you, the reports here, when Leon start game, they get director they go, deputy they go, 3 media, Richards, everybody, NSA alone. If it's 10 staff of NSA go, they are getting per diem. Let's say worst case scenario per diem is $300, cheapest. That is 6 million. Let's say 300 or convert and loss is 6 million per day. Calculate how much this Leon Star can take. Times that money day. What it Kibu for do for another discipline? We just wasting government money.
Well, you get a point, but looking at, would they come to breaking down the budget? Like, what do you think the need for cost down in order for break down the budget? But before we get to that, looking at the NSA budget and infrastructure, they make mention of infrastructure as one of the key projects so that they go help for not only popularizing the sport, but make sports and discipline more entertaining and enjoyable for watch. But with infrastructure, one, we stadium 30 day already, it's after 3-4 years now. So with infrastructure, what do you think the NSA and the major infrastructure where the NSA or the Ministry of Sport don't do for help sports?
Again, you see, this is not the big thing, yeah? Football is doing extremely well, yeah, because football get the way our project is coming for make fields then. If you watch SAFA in budget, we say the NSA budget, he only talk about one for make field there. Specific identification of development. It's a shame to NSA. Wow. They not talk say one for make basketball court. They not talk say one for make swimming pool, one for make handball court. You understand? It's specific. You understand? And that specification on certain development, that's not the problem. Because they only focus where the money goes, where the huge amount goes. That is the problem. Safa was here, a very nice gentleman, well educated. He's a doctor, couple of degrees. People admire in level of freedom call. But Lambrana was here, interviewed on a morning devotion. He say salon for pay $800,000. Now I was here the other day. I contested that. I think 126 billion was given to you. Then government is having 800
but
million.
But it says some of the debts they are so income some party debts.
Again, how you want me for believe? I want you for believe. There was no transitional report from one office, from one person to another. That is why, no matter how they give you job, do not want to jump. Yeah. Because for we, Safa not ever one day, Pastor, you tell me so I know. Safa not gonna different, they're not different platform them. Fine gentlemen in media, they are doing extremely well for marketer. But Safa never talks say meet that. So I was surprised when they tell me and why I listen from Lambrana and Show. See, $800,000 debt. You meet debt. If I'm taking over an office, I need like how the SLFA do.
Yeah.
Why do the SLFA do this? When Daddy Brema was in office, we just say, we don't run 1 year. He said, then get financial restriction. Why not you do transitional reports and know what you meet? So
Exactly.
they are the safer point. So Safago, as educated as Safago tell me, as sink and down, it's not possible.
I think now one of the major things that the way we lack transparency. Like you rightly talk about, making the budget known to the people, then making things on where they on the website already say this spot now this we don't give for them, and the matches and every other thing they out there, so that if sport journalists or even ordinary Sierra Leonean want get information about with sports, it will be that easy. So with that, I think they lack major and the major thing they lack now transparency. Like it is not out there for people to see. Now that make with the read this, that, whether not true, whether not so true, it's a little bit difficult.
It can never be out there. I will bet you, before Safa, before Kenneth, before Ahmed, before James, the minister, it has never been out there.
Yeah.
And it can never, because
Why?
again,
Why
in
you
my
say so?
statement, people not like sports. Then they come in for get what they want at the expense of the athletes.
But according to Safaige, it talks say you don't put in your money personally, you don't lend NSA part of your money. But you saying that
Again.
they're not exports. It's
Again, what are the draws? You see, I can like what they talk on figure, I like fact.
okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
Daddy Brahma say he lent SLFA money.
exactly.
Safa say he lent NSA money. Daddy Brahma was here a couple of days ago. He said even Babadi lent NSA money. What are the justification that you lent? Was it made public? Come on. In fact, that should not be done. If now it's my country, you get fired.
Wow.
You get fired. You cannot pull from your pocket. A lent an government institution, it should pass through the right channel. Hello? Who knows whether they are trying, only God knows. I'm not questioning. But I'm saying, if you want for Lent, a sitting, make it be public. This is not your private something. It's a public office. A public. And let them know for say sport all over the world, sport now a different entity from all ministry. If you not salon I make with the media policy they say, and now sport no more than one for check with then you do other ministry than you do. Because in a country like Sierra Leone, we have limited journalists that are focusing on this. For me, when I'm in the media, I like talking figure. So what I do, I decide for go read something that has to deal with figure. You understand? Because I always look for it in a business perspective kind of view. So when you talk, so I able for calculate within seconds. You talk figure, able for calculate and give this. You understand?
Yeah.
So you get other people there with their own specialty in reporting. It might be economics. Other countries know where they see report now purely football. This purely na cricket. Diversification of what they called. You understand? You get people in our technology, they report to this about salon. Because the market is narrow, so we all can embedded. So for there, when we always did our radios, like sports get a different, a whole program on you. If you go to BBC, business get, weather get, every program get. You understand? So we need for deeping. Because this now we own area. Now this we sabi.
Exactly.
So we need for check the balances. If journalists not check you, they will check you. And if you lend money, you need for make sure for say this money also be known to the public. You now they have to coerce you in a sense with a question for make you able for say you lend this money. So for future, I keep saying this, Safa is a gentleman, he's a decent man. People admire him because of his educational level. You don't help people in terms of education, they lecture. You understand?
Yeah.
But when you come in terms of transparency, when you're only, listen, there are different. When you do work for yourself, when you do work for institution, there are two different things. When you work now, you tend to criticism.
Yeah, sure.
Because the way they listen, no pass, we can make mistake in pronunciation. We cannot speak it as fast as the listeners. So you get for accept criticism.
Absolutely.
But like NSA, for instance, Safa is the luckiest, the second man for take over the office. And not get criticism like Dr. Kenneth. Kenneth, everybody was after him. Everybody bashed this, that. But you hardly see him, never see him. Na radio re-attack, social media re-attack. If you don't want to let them criticize you, do it on your business. But when you hold public institution, where me taxpayer money they go where months don't know, they don't cut out, they feel the pain. You understand? But I have to. Then you say I not for criticize you. Hello, take me to jail. Because I need for call things by their name. And 350 billion, you know how many people don't suffer? You need for question. Football is not the only sporting discipline in this country. Football is not the only. Cricket is doing fantastic well. Swimming, volleyball, basketball just represents we. You could not support basketball. You see the fund that there. So where the money went to? You get less than 100 or 150 staff na NSC. You're requesting for 350 billion.
I think we will come back and continue that discussion. I get with me a sports analyst, Wena Sola, and we look at the NSA budget. We don't compare the last budget to this one, but you go get more information about this after the break. This is not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9. Mina Nene Fofana, and don't forget to use self can add your voice to this discussion by sending a message to the short code 239, or you can comment on our Facebook and YouTube page with a comeback.
You want to do more faster? Anytime you dey, the EcoBank mobile app, they puts the power of banking in you want. The app they make you able for pull cash from any ATM or express points. You don't even need a card. Send money across all 33 African countries them with rapid transfer. Transfer funds locally or internationally. Pay bills them like school fees, lights bill, even tax. All just with one tap.
That's not all. Oh. The app safe to make you able for buy top up for your AfriCell and your Orange Lights now. If it creates virtual card or load your prepaid card direct from the app so you can shop online with no worry. When you want to surprise your party, just send them one redeemable token where you go cash out. And if you don't go shopping, just scan and pay with your EcoBank Pay.
EcoBank mobile app fast. Convenience and security all day na you want. Download the EcoBank mobile app today and bank the smart way.
EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Me man, you don't go believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't count down to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now true say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out.
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leon no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, bar. If I pull 50 leons, that now only 5 cents they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low fee. Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network na salon. Na the cheapest cash out fee. No more stress, no more high fees. Just easy transaction. Orange Money, dey any outside you go.
Orange Money, they are for you and me. Tell you body.
It's the Clutch and Relax Getaway brought to you by Waka Salon. October 25th to the 26th at the Tokyo Beach The Place Resort. $250 gets you the mountain view. $300 for the sea and the sky so blue. $350 for the beachfront. Then Sunday's bubbles. Champagne in your hand. Chalet odors, this one's for you. Natural glow is the dress code too. At the Place Resort from 12:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sip, chill, unwind and dance. And if you're just in for a party, then get ready for the powder spray party and bonfire flare. At 4 p.m., let's light it up, right? 500 millions now or 600 at the gate. Don't miss the moment. Don't show up late. Catch and relax. Sun, sand and bubbles. Life so sweet. From the beach to the pool at Tokyo Resort, where good vibes meet. Brought to you by Waka Salon in partnership with Eminence Africa, The Place Resort, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, Hood Media, and Afro Technology and Logistics. Don't just hear about it, live it.
Oh, yeah. It's a legacy, lots of clouds, not it fade away.
Welcome back. This is not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9. Me Nene Fofana. Again with me, Dalton Sola. When I sports analyst, and today we look into the NSA budget. We don't discuss a lot. We don't talk about, the previous budget of NSA, how they spend, how they're able to support some sporting disciplines, and how they spend most of the budget on football, and now it's a little bit unfair to other sporting disciplines. Then we will continue with this discussion, but don't forget, say yourself can add your voice to this by sending a message to the short code 239. Or you can comment on my Facebook and YouTube page because you also get with it live. Dalton, welcome back.
Thank you.
The NSA budget, as we did on the discussion, looking at you, they talk about some infrastructure programs that we NSA for do, and the only infrastructure we didn't talk about in the budget is that for increasing pitch or for develop some football pitch, we only related to football in particular. Waiting at the other. Seeing the other infrastructure, we think say NSA need for do justice to sports.
For me, firstly, NSA for don't fit for let them get a very vast land. A very vast land we keep for get a different centers then. If you go up on where get similar one at Liberia, they go see center, you get basketball courts inside. You get volleyball court, you get tennis ball court, you get football pitch. You can get a one center. For example, you get a boat now the 14th district, a specific center where they get different activity can happen inside a center. Where they get volleyball courts, they get swimming pool, separate, but all they within one center. If the land be provided for, I believe for if NSA asks for land, and they make them project well to government, and government can look into that. And secondly, these infrastructures they've one for, because after religion, sports, holistically sports, is the biggest after Saudi religion, you understand?
Yeah.
Sports, you might not like football, but you might like cricket, volleyball, different sport. So one way or the other, we all entangled to the umbrella named sports. So again, Safa for able forgets with, well, the reason why I continuously use Safa in name, because it's the head. So if something goes wrong in the country, now President Bill force with the call. So waiting President Bill can do now for ginger in subordinates and the ministers them. So now I make her the single Safa. Another nothing personal against Safa. We are very, very cool. But at the singular, because it's the head, the president put on the as the face of NSA. And when you know the face, you replicate what you've been appointed for. Now, what we for the expect now that you might not get all the money what you want from government, but how best you get a relationship, for example, with some of the mobile companies, how best you get a relationship with some of the mining companies, how best you get a relationship with even some of the agencies, the banks. We get approximately 12 to 13 banks, no, 14, sorry. We get, I think, 14 banks. We get other banking institutions. They are not referred to as bank, but as financial institution, where then they make huge money. How best is able for market the NSA to them? You know, the fund basket, government put 250 million, then has to give for another topic, another day. But how best you don't see, let me take basketball, hand over, for example, say, one of the bank, I don't want for do marketing for any bank, but I use generalized statement. One of the banks say, you take this discipline. You understand? Talk to them, sell the ideas, then begin for fund the discipline, where then get activity. Take the other ones. Take swimming, send it under. Take basketball, send it under. Volleyball. You understand? Football, we get a large something.
Yeah.
You take to the mining companies, for example. You understand? So the mining companies, you get betting companies then also. So why this is something. It's not about getting all this laxity, all this traveling. Is how best you able for synchronize. You understand? Your ideas. How best able for synchronize your ideas into those factors and for make sure for say they're able for actually actualize what you want for do, because your message has to be passed and people need to understand them very well. That's it.
Yeah, and privately as well, we don't see the institution that they also don't they sponsor sports. Like for instance, we don't know some mobile companies don't they sponsor different kind of sports, but they're not going to do that. Is where these sports they reach out to them personally. But you saying the NSA reaching out to them personally, I think it's also a very good idea. We don't talk about the budget, how you think say these funds are not being managed well. We cannot use the word waste, but they're not managed very well. But you with you don't read about figures, you know about figures, you get you are a professional in that aspect as well. How you think say the NSA need for cut down the budgets and be able for also support the sporting disciplines there?
Stop much traveling with football. Oh my goodness. 10 people going to Liberia plus per diem. Swimming is dying, volleyball is dying, basketball is dying. Cut the spending. Stop. Not again, it's based on your education, but you paying somebody from coming down from maybe 5,000 to 45,000 a month. That is over 1,000% increment. My goodness, you kidding the features of order because of your own personal gain.
Okay.
It's bad the way we think about today.
Well, I want to make you break and down small, like how them for stop then too much people here for travel. Is that them for stop them totally or to find a way where them will adjust?
Okay. Let me mention something. Ministry of Sports, for example, we game they play, minister they go, deputy they go, permanent secretary is going. Could you imagine? So if minister don't go, deputy don't go, permanent secretary don't go, finance don't go, media person, Ministry of Sports don't go, who that left for run the ministry? Again.
But you sure saying that they all they go?
I'm certain. I was in Liberia.
Wow. Like
I was in Liberia.
Go,
we know we safe.
Maybe not the own personal money.
You kidding me?
Nah, actually.
If it's the personal, then go on personal, publish the list. I've never seen minister now this country. Let's forget about sports. Travel on in personal money is not possible at the expense of the government, at the expense of the taxpayers' money. So what we're saying, do we need the minister or the deputy minister or the permanent secretary in any game? Do we need the NSA boss, the deputy NSA boss, You understand? Do we need the NSA media, the NSA researcher in every game we play? Do we need them? Do we need the director of competition, director of XYZ, na SLFA, in every competition we play? Although SLFA can tell you, see, they can take them from FIFA money. Yes, it's their right, FIFA money. But again, we're talking about government money. Do we need 10 people from NSA, 10 from ministry? It's not going to work. You're going to pay hotel bill in VIP hotel around $100 in Liberia. You get 10. You don't get $1,000. 10 to $2,000. You get forget lunch, dinner. You get forget per diem. Again, fairly vehicle. Calculate that. We know you are employed. You want to make money for your family and kind of this. But again, what about that what we the depriving feature? They're not going to go pankush. They're not going to go thief. Because if na football Asabi play, if na swimming Asabi, give me the facility make her swim. Give me the facility who shall go train basketball, volleyball, handball, cricket, squash. We get sports there, but they all die. Again, the NSA, the reason why they say NSA is the big contributor, because NSA now then they register the sporting discipline. Yeah. We know say some sporting discipline are paper. I can attest that to you. Now paper. There is no structure. The only the number we then get travel. No structure entirely. But the NSA get the power. Not forget the license for operate. If you not get office space, you not get nothing, you not get athletes, you not get yearly calendar for the way they call, you withdraw their license. And you make sure so you put on our website that no country in the world not for ever deal with them. That's how you make policies. That's how you make development. You understand? Mm-hmm. You seize your license, put on our website, communicate with them, partner associations, them, say they should not deal with them because they are under ban. So again, with that, they try for size down the number of sporting discipline. For people forget a projected sport who they focus on, that you try for size it down, and then at the ending of the day, we will forget a targeted project who they go on to. But for now, if they're able for this 350 million, then go on before the year they done, reach June, then say money no they, then begin to us money back. There how many sporting disciplines get for benefits?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So unless people get for understand out there, because again, the communication gap between those institutions with the public is far.
Absolutely.
It's far because then they expect for say the journalist and for tell what they want. The journalist in return is expecting to then forget information from this institution. Yeah. So if these institutions are not giving the journalists the information, it's not possible for the journalists give out. You cannot give out what you need to get. It's not possible in no form. So again, as an institution, talking about NSC, the media wing has to be good. The media wing need for educate the people. Can't tell them say this 350 billion who they take so. These are the XYZ way he will then call. NSA supposed for the pay for a different institution and for NSA hour. Sport is a big something. Then continue for sensitize those people who want for create, ghost sporting discipline. Say, okay, these are our criteria. They don't need for the good knock now on our door. Who not take the information to the people? Yeah, so the people understand. Una gonna Kabbalah, una gonna Falaba. Say, for example, Falaba, one can do some creational center, or open swimming, basketball, this, that. We need land. Talk, engage the paramount chief, engage the stakeholders. Then go give una through the Ministry of Lands, go take una Ministry of, internal or whatsoever. Go give una security, police, soldier, una, have a conversation there. Una take there. The trade and count the idea for the count police and soldier NSC, you understand? Because military has to do with them call, then get the expertise.
Yeah.
How una go able for telling military say, hey, una help we, how we able for let una involved in certain sporting disciplines then. For let una able for train also discipline. The military is full of discipline. So for also encourage the athlete the way they're young about discipline, how them for carry themselves, physical health, is so much at the military. Can they incorporate the military? They started it. It died. We are good in papers. No, all over the world, if you go salon, you get the best laws them on papers, the best policies on paper. I can challenge anybody that. We get the best policy. It's sweet. All they put millions into these committees for make these policies, but they are not working. They are mere on paper. They are not working out there. Wow. So it's frustrating for you see where swimming the one part, then go rent swimming pool. It's frustrating for let you see basketball and not get side for team.
The fun because basketball you talk about traditional. I talk with them coach the last in the U16 and coach before they travel. And he talk say it's difficult because every training where they therefore do outside now it costs them. Yeah. So if you want break down fund, I believe say now one of the major things that you need for do because if these people that they prepare for national competition, if you get for cost the NSA budget, why they not go do something to go break that down?
Thank you. A very good question and you answer again. Now our whole focus on National Stadium. National Stadium is out for 2 years plus. God knows when it is done. Then don't give it time to don't know. So then they will just left focus. God anything they hand over give is good. So beside National Stadium, where else do we have?
I think that
Victoria Park should have been good. NSA can come. When I give it all manage, it gets pool, it get basketball, it get volleyball. NSA can come. Okay, work with city council or whatever is in charge. See how best then capable for manning the park. So that money where those athletes and association is spent out there should have said, okay, una go the car use here through NSC. But again, beside National Stadium, who side the Ministry of Sport from generation who not born it? Who side and get with them will say, this is our property. Now, yeah, purely this is a sports center. We not get no side.
No. So it really is difficult. But at least to get some community feels them. So
again, the communities feel are based on football. Mm-hmm. Football, I tell you, football is moving. They are thriving. You understand? Let's go to athletic, for example. These kids want to train.
Yeah, and in the athletic, before you continue, it's like it's dying. The last time I get the interview as well, I asked on a radio here with the association, the athlete association, the union, the president, and he talks say the thing is that the relationship with the athlete association and their way and then at the union, it's not quite good. Like they don't even know what's in they're up to. Up to yesterday, we get back to me say that they get a camp now, McKinney, where they go do some sensitization stuff like that. Like it's actually fading out. Back then, we began before the stadium, even before then, they go watch boxing the sports.
Yeah, boxing.
But now all of that is dying. So with popularizing sports, which is part of the NSA budget, that they give them fund for popularize this sport. It's like nothing is being done. What do you think say them for do?
NSC gets a lot of work for do. Then forget a short-term plan. Listen, we cannot go in back and forth. Always we sit on our radio, within our social media, we're fighting. Sometimes you get tired. You get fed up. You understand? Some of we reach to a point we're tired. You understand? Say, okay, Lord, divert. You understand? We carry a little bit. Because get a short-term plan. This now we tell I want to follow the NSA achieve this 6 months. This now we tell I want to follow achieve the next 5 years. So when you get a short-term plan, it's not about just pouring money. I mean, nobody in the NSA can also talk to me, he explained from January to December, it sink down. I know what is going on in sports. From every sector, Ministry of Sports, sporting discipline. If I say the top of sporting, I know because I talk to their president I know what I tell you, say we get handful of association when the office na baggy day.
Wow.
You understand? Then go na cafe, then print letter na baggy day. There are plenty. So NSA gets the money is there. This government has done fantastic job. The money they use the money diligently. Then they try for expand NSA each region and something. It's good. It's good, but it's slow coming compared to the finance with it. Now then they saying they put aside in budget, they want official government vehicle. Kidding me? Yes, we're not supposed to get official vehicle. Agreed 100%. But give me a proper account of how you don't help another disciplines them. Put football. If you put football aside, I'm telling you, NSA didn't ask with the finance director go didn't ask. Then count all and document it. If they put figure, then will tell you, see, that 126 million last year. You understand? 100 million out of football. That you don't take 95% or 96% of the money to football. Where you get 49 or 40 disciplines. So, what are your justifications there? While they go buy $300,000 mutka. You understand? They're supposed to have it. But your outcome not commensurable for let me give you this. You can for sure your output. Yes, on our regional office, yes, you know, the NSA director and the deputy need to get a vehicle. Then they need to get to our official boss. You understand? But now if you want, NSA go want, if you want that budget explicitly, which I know watch explicitly, then will tell you, see, NSA boss forget vehicle, which that is 100% correct. Deputy forget, which is 100% correct. Then we'll tell you, say, director of finance forget, director of communication forget, director of planning forget. You understand?
Yeah.
Because imagine you pull out money, they give all by Mutka for all then directors, then they waiting football, waiting sport they come in return. All waiting sport is doing, supposed for do. Now for pull young people in the street and make them in return when they pay tax, it come in. So it's a huge something.
Yeah.
So their focus should be let's empower these athletes. With government, you see the outcome like football long they don't win trophy, the under 17 ladies, congratulations, they just won a trophy. Now, like they don't want win trophy. So if SLFA headed by everybody go to government for money, why win some of we? No go advocate for say government for give because they are giving us Lauren.
Exactly.
This is what we want. NSA provide the resources for the sporting discipline, then give return. Then in return, when I ask government, they deserve facility, they deserve boss, they deserve because then they move around. Then supposed for check waiting that happen at McKinney, other side them expand. But you are expanding without results.
It
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and part of the budget, you know, a major thing about sport is that it starts from the grassroots. They begin, if you look at other countries, then sporting discipline, you see most of them begin from the schools up to communities and other places. We're promoting grassroots. You think that NSA don't do enough with promoting grassroots football and waiting them for do as well for promote grassroots
NSA,
sports,
I ever doubt if they'd ever discussed that since the creation of NSA. Now, school football, some of we watch them. Now don't get all we legends that we then pass around. The reason why school football was stopped is because of the hooliganism. You understand? The fights, the stabbing, you know, the waywardness, which was good at that time. So, what would they expect? But it didn't SLFA Act, the statute, SLFA, the start for implementing very soon school football. But it's not the right of SLFA for implement school football. Because now the whole area, what the NSA for do? Now then, see SLFA will rush for start. Have a discussion with SLFA. Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Youth, Internal Affairs, Security Apparatus, Education. Exactly. Now let out while school league they play then 10 and they will know for say they get volleyball competition, they play all other form of sport is playing. You understand? Let's see that we draw a roadmap. How this will start. If you watch, we already catch you talents within this 17 Then go down 20, then see then at 17. They are dying out. But you know for say, by the time when me dey 17 years plus, as it was, that na me actual age you catch at that point in time. Because you know for say, from 1, from 2, you for the, you know, maybe 12, you understand?
Yes.
You for the within the age and the. So when you go take picking at school, and people they not get that knowledge, or that agent not get that knowledge for say, I for go changing age, because it's already on the register. Then they make sure say they implement a system. See, each school, for make sure say through the national registration something, for make sure for say each picky where they go school, from nursery, you understand? Then for register them, and then data for them at the system. So as they keep moving forward, if they type me name Solar Darlington, and they come up, I was born in XY year. So the need for work with all sectors, not for left nobody BLA in office say they let them down, get a plan, say let's go begin take for man picking them for the play football. Let's begin go take for man picking them for the swim. Like the school where me picking they go, then just send to we say, then for the go train basketball as 8 years. The school don't register, they don't get coach now YSC with the pay every month. For letting you go train basketball.
Yeah, which is, I think,
You
still a very
understand?
good
At
thing.
8 years, he started training basketball every Wednesday and Thursday, then he go train basketball. Imagine till they reach class 6, class 3, the next 3 years. They don't perfect how for, you know, how for bounce ball. You understand? They go the train and go get the short scheme, then how for shoot.
Exactly.
At that age, now they with man in the getter. If a single school can get that idea there, what about a whole institution, agency, if they talk to the Ministry of Finance for fund or whatsoever, Ministry of Education, both
And then they include in the fund, because at the end of the report, they say they made and they want help for encourage, promote, and push sport go before. So these are ways of promoting and encouraging
it was
people.
part, this same report, we didn't see, always change our figures and certain things. This school sports, blah, 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 it's always been part of the budget.
But nothing.
From 2018. Ministry of Sport don't do one for long. It's always part of the budget, but it's not implementing. We don't want to foresee, we players they are fading. We are not getting the right players we wanted. We want 12 years, 13 years, we don't say they form 3. Now the actual age. Because when you get these players at the actual age, you don't need, again, what they need to understand, we don't need the whole country players there. You make a trial, for example, the school league play, the scouts say they pick if not 30 or 50 players. All these 50 players give them scholarship, on government scholarship. Every month you make sure their medical is free. You understand? You put them on a scheme. Make sure their medical is free. Then you start monitor. You start building them up. These are your 50 players. So by the time then they reach 17, you don't bridge another, you don't build another gap of 14 years where they don't come. Just get a 50 as a max. All what you need for them scholarship. Make sure then training wears are always provided. And the most important way you forget them, medical. Then get free medical. Not their parents, but the kids. Then get free medical. Because when you give them free medical, you don't tie them family. You know how medical is expensive. You tie them family. You don't tie them out to the country. Unlike who get player, they wouldn't go out, they no one can play for saloon. At least they wouldn't go out. But if you don't give them this at 14, at 12, you tie them to the country. They know see the country like me is doing this, is giving me a gap with that mentality. Then you get in a structure. You want to go take 23 hours, but we don't know how saloon go for everything off. No, take on 12, get on structured, free education, a day. Make sure say every year you get them school books and everything, medical, if you sick, you check on them. You get a special unit waiting for them. If 10 day upline, make sure say when a branch in a body, watch them 10 day. Correctly, every month or every 2 weeks, when I can do trial. If this trip when I go marking. This is how you do. This is how they call not to magic. You don't need to go to that medicine man to Baba Yago had and color. Or no need for go to that pastor or imam. It's something that these people they expose. They don't travel past me or you. They don't go all over the world. They don't go training. They don't go seminar. They are seeing it.
Yeah.
They
I mean, it's out
but they are
there.
not doing
All
it.
man they see and say, these are things that we need for the do for promote them.
They know.
There.
So that is why in my statement, why the talk I say, is a deliberate attempt for frustrate people. Because if I go to Europe and see good things, are they in the capacity? Why should I not? The finance are there.
Yeah, in case they're not a see until we they talk about and something then go here and decide for do
Well,
even
it
though
has
they
to
part
because
of them budget.
it has to because now we're taking it to the street. We're using the radical approach. We're using, if they are not sensitizing, we are sensitizing them because we they call them now do, then go continue for, malice, blasphemy, then go continue for complaint, but we're still talking. Because if you travel, you go England, you see it happen in England. Waiting different from England and Salo when the funds are there. Get the security apparatus because now the hooliganism, now me the part of school sport, which is correct. But get the school sport
But
going.
even that, I think say where they go able to structure that, like accountability for the people the way they come on at the schools then for can watch the game, then they under data say
No.
this set of people. I think say there is a way if they look into that.
No,
very
sometimes that I cannot put it on NSA on the ministry as well. It was way out of control to extent.
Yeah, I know.
Because people lost property, damaged things. It was way out of control. But that can be mitigated. Get the police, all sectors, the police, the military, all armed forces, prison, fire force, or what they call, get them to a meeting and make them involved 100%. So once you get them involved 100%, you get soldier man. School picking and they make craze. They cannot do it to soldier man.
Yeah.
You understand? We now some of them soldier people know papa now they cannot talk to them.
Fly no to go.
Yes. So after game, you make sure say soldier man and they take St. John, soldier man and they take Sanders Street, go up Kamut Street. You understand? Or when I give them one way for Waka if the school they come up play na Eastern. One way for Waka. Simple. Then you go see they cannot do it because when soldier man they cannot do it. I'm telling you, soldiers are there. They see one example. You give one backhand. It's not going to happen. Forget about human rights. That's what you understand. Human rights is not going that point.
Well, now so we go take up of the program. But before we close the program, anything else the way you go and say out there to the NSA, the public, or anybody?
This was not a personal attack on anybody. It was what we believe safe for happen. There are fine, gentle people within the NSA who believe for say then get the education and get the qualification, then get everything. But it has to come from their comfort zone and start working in the interest of the country. Everything is possible and it can be done if we ready being for make it done for better this country. If I wouldn't see, for example, Nene left Truth here, these are the impacts Nene create. When they left office, you need for see, there people point out. But let person not left office will be asked, this person not do anything with a lot more. Because the only way right now we remember NSA, now the money, why I calculate that money that I not even sleep. Over
Wow.
$50 million. I was wow, Lord go build stadium.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That number I go say it's a lot. Well, from out there, and I also go take up of the program today. A lot don't talk about a lot of figures, money, and like my colleague was say because of it, calculate the figures, able sleep, which means a lot don't happen. But we hope say things get better, things change outside religion, as every sport person can say it's sports. Everybody get your own different sport we elect, and we can see how much it unites people them. So as they continue for talk about the sport and promote, we hope so the one day and day before self can do something for help for promote and make people they encourage people them about the sport, because that's now going to keep the sports running. As we wrap up the program, I want to say plenty thank you to my production team, my producer Kel Falakagbo, the technical team Simon Anso and OC, and I want to say thank you to the DJ Muski, and special thank you to me guests and una the viewers them where they out there where they watch Red on Day with we from the start up to today. And not forget to Shoot Sports, they meet you every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturday to they talk about various happenings there where they happen at the world of sports. So till next time, me and Nene Fofana, and may we continue for spread love and preach peace.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!